When we look at a map of the world, the thin strip of land connecting North and South America appears to be a natural bridge. This is the Isthmus of Panama. For centuries, this narrow piece of land separated the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, forcing ships to sail all the way around the southern tip of South America to travel between the east and west coasts of the Americas. This journey was long, expensive, and often dangerous due to the treacherous waters of Cape Horn. However, the completion of the Panama Canal in 1914 changed global trade forever. It is often described as one of the greatest engineering feats of modern history, but the story of its creation is filled with political drama, medical breakthroughs, and immense human sacrifice. The idea of creating a water passage across Panama was not new. In the late 19th century, the French were the first to attempt this massive project. Led by Ferdinand de Lesseps, the diplomat who had successfully developed the Suez Canal in Egypt, the French team was confident. However, they underestimated the unique challenges of the Panamanian jungle. Unlike the dry sands of Egypt, Panama was a tropical rainforest with heavy rains, unstable soil, and, most dangerously, disease. The French effort was plagued by yellow fever and malaria, which killed thousands of workers. Eventually, due to financial mismanagement and the devastating loss of life, the French were forced to give up and abandon the project in 1889. At the beginning of the 20th century, the United States saw the strategic importance of controlling a canal in the region. After supporting Panama's independence from Colombia, the U.S. signed a treaty to take over the construction rights. President Theodore Roosevelt was determined to succeed where the French had failed. However, the Americans realized that engineering was not the only obstacle. They had to conquer the environment. Dr. William Gorgas, an Army physician, was appointed to eradicate the mosquitoes that carried deadly diseases. By draining swamps, installing plumbing, and using netting, Gorgas successfully controlled the spread of malaria and yellow fever. This paved the way for the engineers to work safely. The construction itself involved digging through the Continental Divide, a mountain range that runs through the Americas. The most difficult section was the Culebra Cut, where workers had to excavate millions of tons of earth and rock. Unlike the Suez Canal, which is a sea-level canal, the Panama Canal uses a system of locks. These locks act like water elevators, lifting ships 85 feet above sea level to the artificial Gatun Lake and then lowering them back down on the other side. This ingenious design allows vessels to cross the rugged terrain without the need to dig down to sea level, which would have been nearly impossible. The canal officially opened on August 15, 1914. It was a monumental achievement that reduced the voyage between New York and San Francisco by about 8,000 miles. For decades, the canal remained under U.S. control, which was a source of tension between the United States and Panama. Many Panamanians felt that their sovereignty was being compromised. After years of negotiations, the Torrijos-Carter treaties were signed in 1977, setting a timeline for the transfer of control. On December 31, 1999, the canal was fully handed over to Panama, a moment of great national pride. Today, the Panama Canal remains a vital artery for international commerce. Approximately 14,000 ships pass through it every year, carrying goods ranging from electronics to automobiles and grain. To keep up with modern demands, a major expansion project was completed in 2016. This expansion added a third lane of wider locks to accommodate massive Neo-Panamax ships, which are too large for the original locks. This upgrade has ensured that the canal remains relevant in an era of globalized trade. Despite its success, the canal faces new challenges, particularly related to climate change. The locks rely on fresh water from Gatun Lake to operate. In recent years, droughts have lowered water levels, forcing authorities to limit the weight of ships passing through. Panama must now find a balance between economic interests and environmental conservation. In conclusion, the Panama Canal is more than just a waterway. It is a symbol of human determination and ingenuity. It overcame geographical barriers and medical mysteries to unite two vast oceans. As it continues to facilitate trade and connect nations, the canal stands as a testament to what can be achieved when science, engineering, and perseverance come together.